I don't really have anything planned for today. I'm just, I harvested some magazines, and I've got to kind of organize all the stuff that I cut out. And I don't know, I might glue some paper onto other paper. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have a plan. I just need to de-stress. I am extremely stressed out right now, which is unusual for me. I don't normally get stressed out. I mean, I get stressed. Everybody gets stressed. But I don't fret over it. I leave that to Jason and Taylor. They're my worriers. And, you know, they'll stress and fret and worry until they've made themselves sick so that I don't have to. I just give it to the Lord and say, you know, if you need my help with that, let me know. Otherwise, you handle it. And usually that works, and I've been doing that, but then every day I take it back. Do you do that? Do you, like, you know, give stuff to God and then take it back? and you find yourself just having to re-give it to Him every day? Okay, yeah, I do that. And but this time I'm just like over the top stressed. I keep taking it back and worrying about it, and you know, it's just not good, not healthy. So I'm just trying to distract myself, and that's what I'm doing today. This is all just one big distraction, and also kind of a stress reliever, because this is soothing to, you know, just do simple cut and paste things. Well, it's soothing for me. I like it. I think some of you are the same way. So that's what I'm doing. It might also be a little bit of avoidance, you know. I can't do all of that stuff that really needs to get done and that I'm stressing about because I got to do this, which just makes the stress worse. And, you know, it's just kind of completely counterproductive. But I'm telling myself that I just need to take these few minutes to do something I enjoy while I can. And then I can focus on my big stressful thing that I have to do. And it's not a thing, it's, what I'm stressing about is Creativation, the trade show that's coming up in 2 weeks. And I've got a million things that I need to do. I've got product to make, I've got flyers to create, I've got to figure out, you know, it's a wholesale trade show, so I've got to figure out exactly which products we're going to offer. I'm not taking absolutely everything, that's too overwhelming, and plus we have a tiny booth. So I've got to figure all of that out. I have to make flyers, I have to make order sheets. I've got all this stuff that I've got to do, and I'm just so overwhelmed by it, I don't know where to start. And so I tend to just, when I get overwhelmed, I shut down. Some people, when they start to get overwhelmed, it drives them to, you know, get to the finish line. When I get overwhelmed, I just curl up in the fetal position and completely shut down. So I'm trying really hard not to do that. And I'm hoping that maybe, you know, taking a little bit of time to just sit here and do something I enjoy will prevent me from shutting down. And, okay, in my defense, this is not completely my fault like it usually is. You know, usually when I'm up against a time crunch like this, it's my own fault. I've procrastinated, or, you know, whatever. I am not going to take full responsibility for this particular one. Partial responsibility I will take, because, you know, there's always a little bit of that in there. But we didn't even know we were going to be exhibiting at Creativation until like maybe the first week of November. And what happened was we had applied to be in the innovations contest, and then, you know, that deadline was, I think it was October 31st. So they let everyone know that first week in November that they weren't doing the innovations contest. So, you know, everyone who had applied to be in it was, normally it would just be like, oh, too bad, so sad, you know, we're not doing it this year, you know, sorry. But instead of doing that, the AFCI, Association for Creative Industries, that's who puts on the Creativation show, they offered to let us exhibit in the new exhibitor section of the show for like an extremely discounted price. And, you know, it was like a Godfather price. It was an offer we couldn't refuse. Exhibiting at Creativation has always been kind of on our to-do list for the future, but it was like way off future because it's very expensive. So we didn't think, you know, we'd be doing that for several more years. But then this came up. It was just too good to pass up. I have to say, AFCI treated us right. You know, giving us this chance to participate at an expense level that we could actually afford. So, you know, we didn't even know we were going to do this until after November 1st, you know, first week of November, mid-November. And then that was the time when we were getting ready for all of the local craft shows. Well, all of them. Okay, 2 of them. And then actually it was one of them because we didn't know we were going to be in the second one until the last minute either. It's weird how these things have worked out. Everything has been kind of last minute, a surprise, but you know, we made it work and it's been worth it. But there's that added stress level. So anyway, you know, couldn't really focus on Creativation until after the local craft shows were done, but of course right after they were finished, that's the holidays. And we had planned to spend the holidays with my family in North Texas. So, which we did, and it was great, enjoyed it very much, but you know, really couldn't afford to be taking that time off, but we did, and it's a good thing that we did. But now here we are, post-holiday, post-craft shows, you know, full on get ready for Creativation, and everything has to be done. Everything. Like, we haven't even designed the booth. We're 2 weeks out. We haven't designed our booth. We have to design the booth. We have to buy the whatever display pieces we're going to be using in the booth. We have to figure out how we're going to get the stuff there. Are we going to ship it? Are we going to be able to get it in a carry-on suitcase? We're flying out to Phoenix from Tulsa. We'll drive to Tulsa, then fly to Phoenix. So we have to figure all that out. We have to figure out exactly what we're taking, because I'm not taking every product that we have. I just got to figure out the best things to offer, because it's a wholesale trade show. So it needs to be things that we can easily produce in quantity, in wholesale quantities, you know, because it's still just me and Jason, so we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. So I still have to figure that out. I have to figure out packaging for these items. I have to figure out how to display them. There has to be flyers to hand out, and then we're in the new product showcase, which is this little display stand, and I have to figure out what to put in there, how to put it in there. It has to fit in just exactly these dimensions. It has to have an information sheet with it, you know, all of these things, and it's just adding up and increasing my stress level. So instead of taking care of those things, and you know, you can eat an elephant one bite at a time, instead of doing that, I'm just totally avoiding the whole thing, and I'm just going to do this for today. And it's also, what is adding to the stress is the weather, because we do our you know, studio, our workspace is in our garage. And it's the high today. We hit it this morning. It was like 33. And then the temperature's dropping. We have a chance of snow. It is cold out there, okay? And we have a little space heater. Of course, it doesn't heat up the whole garage. And actually, it's usually not an issue because, wow, I had a lot of coffee this morning. That's, okay. I was trying to figure out why I'm rambling like I am. It just hit me. Ooh, all that coffee. So, okay, anyway, you know, once you get working and moving around, it's usually not too bad out there because, you know, you heat up, and menopause kind of helps because, you know, the occasional hot flash in a cold garage is kind of toasty, almost pleasant. So, but it's super cold, so it's difficult to get out there and work, not only because it, you know, it's cold, but the vinyl, working with billboards in the cold, they get stiff. They get really stiff. They're hard to work with. You have to press out all of the creases and the folds because, you know, when the weather's warm, I just lay them out in the sun. They get soft. They're easy to move, easy to fold, easy to roll up, easy to cut. Cold weather, totally different story. So not only is it just cold in our studio, our work environment, but the vinyl is cold and difficult to work with. So I really don't want to be out there right now trying to work in the cold when I can just wait a few days when the weather's a little warmer and the work will go much easier, much faster. But you know, then there's those days that are gone that I don't have back. It's not like I don't have anything else to do those days. I've got plenty to do. I've kind of picked out the displays for the booth to order, but I just haven't ordered them. I don't know why. I really should go do that. But why do today, which you can put off until the very last minute? The problem is the last minute was like a week ago. So, oh well, it'll work out. It will all work out. Unfortunately, our booth is just, it's called a tabletop booth. So basically all it is like a 5 by 10 space. Like there's room for literally a table that they've provided for us. It's an 8-foot table, and that will be our booth. So no biggie. I take a tablecloth, which I have to order. I can get that, and then we can put whatever we want on top of the table as long as the overall height of our display combined with the table height does not exceed 6 feet. Okay, no big deal. I can find, I've got a couple of racks that I found on Amazon that I think would work well to show our stuff and that won't be too tall. I'm just hoping that they will fit in a large suitcase. I guess we'll see. So got that. I thought about shipping out Audrey my dress form because she is an eye catcher and, you know, can really helps to kind of bring people in. But I don't even know if I want to deal with that because there's just so much else to do. That's just, you know, I don't even know. Maybe I'll think about it. So that's where I'm at. I am working through the stress. These are some of the stuff I found recently in some magazines that I cut out to keep. And, okay, that's not a magazine, but I cut that out. These were in an issue of Flow, which I thought were just fabulous. And I need to put these things away. Some of them I need to finish fussy cutting because I just kind of barely cut around them. And then I've got my junk journals out here I can put stuff in if I want. But I found lots of really cute stuff recently. And I need to put it in my folder so that I can find it again. I don't know what category to put that in. These are words. These are words. I know where those go. That is like an art. It's upside down. Could be a background, but it's more like an art and design. Is that what my folder's called? I think it is. Yep, art/design. Yeah, that goes good in there. And I might just go ahead and put these in my junk journal. I like this. Okay, Fresca's my favorite soft drink anyway, but then their packaging says established in 1966, which is when I was born. So, you know, I was established in 1966 too. So that's why I like to keep these. And this, I really need to just put that in a journal right this minute because that's what I want. This is one of the new things that we'll be showing at Creativation. It's our planner, our new planner. No, they're not available yet. They're not in the Etsy shop. I've not even made a stack of them yet. It's on my to-do list. Okay, I'm going to pull this out. And find a place for this dog. Well, look how good he fits right there. Oh, maybe I'll put him right there. Do I want something behind him? I kind of do, but I don't know what. Maybe I'll find something. Let me go through, start going through my stuff and putting them in categories, and maybe I'll find something to go behind the dog. Maybe something like that. Oh, I kind of like that, really. Huh. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Gonna take some off of the edge of that. Yes, like so. I'm just gonna glue that one to that one, like that. I'm gonna use Helmar 450, a good quick dry sticky glue. It's got kind of a gel consistency and it dries fast, so like it doesn't even have time to make your paper buckle, so it doesn't buckle your papers. I suppose it will if you put it on thick enough, but in most cases it doesn't buckle. Okay. And where's my smoother? There it is. Okay. See, it's stuck, it's done. Ooh, do I need to put a little? Yeah, I do. I need to get that edge down. Okay. Got it. Now, put the little doggy on there. See, then he's got his little yellow bow. I can find yellow stuff. Look, here's a little bumblebee washi tape. I could do that. Oh, come on. That just happened to be laying right there. The universe knew I needed it. There. Got a little yellow. Now, I'm gonna use, you know what? I'm not gonna use this. I think I'll use a glue stick for him because of his little spindly legs. This will be easier. I think that's just cute as can be. Alright, so, let's see, what else has been happening? Oh, we watched a cute show. I'm really loving the, I don't even know the name of it, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It's on, we watch it on Amazon Prime. It might be an Amazon Prime series. I don't know. Anyway, just yesterday, we finished watching the second season. Oh my gosh, I love that show. The cast is just so delightfully Jewish. You know, New York, Upper West Side Jewish. They're just hilarious. It is a super cute, super cute show. Okay, I say super cute. Yeah, there's some language going on in there because it's about a comedian in the late 50s, early 60s, a woman and Lenny Bruce is one of the characters in there, so you know there's some language, but it's just so funny. I love the show. I love the setting, the costumes. What?
We got an order. You get it ready. I'll go because I need some DDP.
Okay, I'm filming.
Does that mean you'll get it ready?
Eventually. Jeez. I swear that man.
But if we want to get in today's post, we need to do it like right now.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm filming.
Okay, oh my God, pause.
Hey, will you hand me that sticker off of that? Do you see the sticker? No, right here on the edge of that suitcase. To the right, yeah, right there. I want that in my junk journal. Did you tear it? You tore it. Oh my God.
Just pulling it off like...
So everyone who orders from our Etsy shop, now you know why your orders get out so fast. I mean, like an order hits the shop and Jason's like, get it ready. Let's take it to the post office. I gotta go do this. This is a good time to do it. Get it done. Oh, okay. If it was up to me, I'd be like, I can wait and give it a little time. That's fine. So, all right, I guess I'll glue this. This is a moving sticker from one of our moves. Everything we own has about 4 of these stickers on them. Sometimes I peel them off, sometimes I don't. And this was the thing that was out in the garage, so I just had not peeled the sticker off. Gosh, I think that was when we moved from Wichita Falls to Lafayette. That was like 15 years ago. Because that's an old style moving sticker. Okay, there's that. I guess I better go get this order ready, and then I'll come back and de-stress some more because Jason stressed me out over the order. Okay, well, I'm kind of glad Jason got in a hurry about that one because it was going to the UK, and I like to get those orders out as quickly as possible because, I mean, I feel bad that already they're having to pay so much postage. We just charge actual postage expense, you know, we don't even add anything to it, but still, gosh, postage is outrageous, and then it takes longer than the local ones do, so I do like to get them out quickly. So Barbara in the UK, who placed an order today, your stuff is already on its way. You can thank Jason for that. Trying to figure out, this is laying here. It doesn't really go right there though. I don't want to put that there. And also I've started putting some of my eye stickers in as your gift with purchase. You get one with every order. Because, you know, I used to make like the art tiles. You get a little handmade something with each order. Yeah, those days are over. It was great while it lasted. But, okay, seriously, I can't do it anymore. There just isn't enough time. And, you know, we get too many orders. It's a great problem to have. But, yeah, instead of a little handmade something, right now, everyone gets a little eye sticker, which is colorful. You can use it in your junk journals or collages or whatever. And then you can use the leftover part as kind of a circle mask if you wanted to. See? Stick it on somewhere and do something with it. Oh, what is that? Does that even go look good right there? I could. Should I? I think I will. I think I will just cause. Let's see. Get it down like I want it. There we go. Ha! That's kind of fun. Okay, so back to my stressing. Got that done so I can get back to stressing now. This is sitting here. Let's go here. Oh, maybe. This is a little paint sample. It's got a little house-shaped cutout on it, which she doesn't really need, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I might do that on somewhere. baby right here. Voila. Okay. What else did I have to ramble about? See, this rambling actually helps because, you know, when you're stressed and stuff, sometimes it helps to talk about it. And I certainly don't want to be calling up a friend to unload on them. I mean, that's perfectly fine. It's just not what I do. I would much rather unload on thousands of strangers than one friend. That's funny. And my friends are like, oh, thank you. That really works out better for me too. Okay, why isn't this coming out? This is one of my favorite glues, the Tombow Mono Multi-Liquid Glue. It dries sticky, so it's great for foiling, flocking, whatever. Whoops, there we go. But sometimes it gets, you know, if it dries up in the tip a little bit, it won't come out. And it dries really fast, like you gotta act quick. And then if you get extra glue squished out the sides or something, it's gonna stay sticky forever. So you have to kind of take that into consideration. There we go. Stick this girl on here. So this is what you do when you don't want to have to bother with filing stuff away with all of your, you know, collage images. If that's too much trouble, then just go ahead and use them. And then you don't have to put them away. It's like your kids. When you tell them to go, you know, clean up all the toys out of their room or whatever, and then they just sit down and start playing with it. That's basically what I'm doing. This is me being a toddler. I can't put it away. I'm playing with it. Okay. There we go. And I'll put those little Fresca things somewhere. Could do that right there again so that I don't have to put it away. And y'all, and I've said this before, but don't forget that when you're peeling packaging like this was off of a 12-pack of Fresca cans, that and things like cereal boxes, you know, that's what this Frankenberry came off of, a cereal box. I know there's no kids in my house. Don't judge me for eating Frankenberry. I really love it. Anyhow, peel off the excess cardboard from the back. It'll usually peel off fairly clean, and then you're left with a much more collage, decoupage friendly piece. It's thin, it doesn't make your journal bulky, so don't forget about that when you're using packaging. Okay, and put that there. And I do try not to glue up into the spine or into the where it's stitched right here. I try to leave a little space so that my pages will turn freely, because the closer you glue up in there, it just makes your spine bulky, and then your book will start to, you know, splay out and be fat. Which is, you know, not a big deal. We like our fat, happy books, but that's going to kind of happen anyway. So if you keep it out of that crease, keep your stuff that you're gluing out of that crease, then it your book will stay neat a little bit longer. It won't get so hard to close so quickly. Oh, all right. Got any room for that? Oh, it's too big. Too big for this one. All right, so let's just go back to organizing. Organizing and fretting. Whew. These were likely out of a Feels Like Communication Arts, and it's bottles. I actually happen to have a folder specifically for bottles because I like them. And I tend to cut them out. There's probably several more in here because, yeah, I can already see them. Any type of bottles, wine bottles, beer bottles, liquor bottles. I don't even drink. And I still cut out these bottles because I like them. The shape of a bottle and the glassness of it is something that I like. Bottles and circles or spheres, they're just like, they're my happy shape. I don't know why. Perfume bottles, I also collect and cut out perfume bottles. I just like bottles. I don't know why. So I could keep these all together because they are kind of cool. This is Crazy Fizz Sparkling Mineral Water. This was probably out of Communication Arts and maybe their, I don't know, design annual or one of those where they have a lot of really cool product packaging. And I love it when I see product packaging in the magazine, you know, and it's like it's in there because of the cool design or it won some kind of design awards or something. And then you see it on the shelf at the store. And then I feel like, oh, hey, I know you, because I saw that packaging, you know, in the magazine before it was even out on the shelves. Yeah, it's the little things in life, really. Okay. And maybe I like bottles. It just kind of came to me that maybe one of the reasons I like bottles is because in general they're not too difficult to fussy cut. You know, when you're talking bottles or, you know, flowers, which can be really tedious to fussy cut, bottles usually are not. Maybe that's why I like them. Maybe it's my fussy cutting laziness that dictates some of my collage preferences. Yeah, that is very not only possible but likely. There we go. These look almost Christmassy. Maybe just because of the red and green, but I don't know what I'll do with them. But you know, sometimes you just need a something, and I'm really big on, okay, I've got a blank space, and then look through my stuff and just see what fits in that space, and if it fits, then that's where it goes. Kind of my criteria. Sometimes it's color or theme, but more often than not, it's just I picked it because it fits. And then I get a lot of people who they really stress over what to put on their pages, you know, because we have this mindset that it has to make sense. There has to be a theme or a meaning or, you know, some kind of an overall greater purpose, and I just don't buy into that. Or that's just not the kind of art I typically do. That's what I should say. Not that I don't buy into it, because sometimes I do those things. But most often I put stuff where I put it because it fit or it felt right or I just liked it. So there you go. You have my permission to glue stuff down just 'cause, and don't worry about making sense. I like this. Look, it's like this little girl has her back to school backpack. And unfortunately, that really is what a lot of kids look like today because of all the stuff they have to haul around. Oh, bless them. This is someone else's art. Oh, I've got two sides. I like these. Someone else's art that I can put on a something, and things shaped like this, sometimes they go really great on like a paint sample, and I use them a lot in my, or recently I've been using them a lot in my Big Bertha commissions. Gosh, oh, I was starting to calm down, and now I've just re-stressed myself out because as soon as we get back from the Creativation show, I have 2 more Big Bertha commissions to work on, and those are very large, and you know, they take some time and some effort. So, oh man, yeah, I've got to be thinking about those too. And it's not just the you know, making the thing out of paint samples, I do add a few little things here and there. I finish out one page, and then I also like to send a kind of a lot of collage stuff to the person who gets the Big Bertha, so that they've got lots of cool stuff to add, you know, things that maybe they, you know, if we don't subscribe or if we don't buy the same magazines, then I'll send them some of my images, so they'll have stuff that's a little different. And I know even one of the gals who bought a Big Bertha, she was fairly new to the whole junk journal thing, so she didn't have a lot of stuff in her stash. So I was really happy to be able to send her a bunch of stuff to kind of help get her started. You know, if you've already got an entire room full of stuff, you're kind of like, oh, thanks. More stuff I got to figure out what to do with. But for new folks, they need it. And I'm very excited to be able to share some of these things with them. Okay, these are out of an Uppercase magazine. And they're illustrations of, you know, products. And then they had one that was on tins, like decorative cookie tins and different antique tins. So that's what all these are, and they've not been completely fussy cut. They've just kind of been generally cut out. And I'm not going to bother to fussy cut them right now. They're good enough. There's some more words. Look at these cats. It's like an optical illusion. That was a communication arts thing. I love that. Yeah, I'm going to turn around that and put that in with my animals. I have an animal folder. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, I'm also stressed about what we're going to do while we're gone, because we're taking almost 2 weeks off for Creativation. And the show's not that long, it's just a few days. But it's in Phoenix, which is not far from Tucson, where Jason's family lives. So it just makes sense to take, you know, a few extra days to spend some time with them. Plus, Taylor is going to fly in from California to spend some time with us there. I'm super duper looking forward to that. Haven't seen my girl in a year. You know, we did this, met up there last year, and I haven't seen her since. So I'm looking forward to that. But that means almost 2 weeks being away from home where we can't fill orders. I can't, you know, run a sale and do promotion stuff. How are we going to eat? I don't even know. So y'all, from like mid-January to the end of January, if you could just go to our Etsy store and order a bunch of stuff so that I won't feel like that, you know, we're not going to be able to pay rent when we get home, that would be super awesome. I'd like totally appreciate it. Because yeah, this self-employment thing is really hard, because if you're not at home working, you don't make money, and if you don't make money, you don't eat. And that's just a really scary part of this whole deal. I mean, it's just part of it, and as soon as our business gets strong enough to really support us, it won't be an issue, but it's not there yet. The business, it actually supports itself quite well, but it doesn't support itself and us. So we're still scraping, struggling and scraping. And we're going to figure it out, but it's just going to take time. And so yeah, that's just one more thing that I'm worried about. I really need a folder for jewelry. Do I have one? Oh, please tell me I thought I had and that I actually have one. I don't have one for jewelry or bling or sparkly things. Ooh, all right. Because I've cut out an awful lot of them. I think they need their own category, or their own category, their own folder. And I seem to be cutting out a lot of cans too, which I usually put with just food, I think. Did I pull my food folder? Yeah, I've got a food folder, because I do cut out foods. And see, here's some cans. These I haven't even cut out yet. That's some kind of food, I guess. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to put my Put my cans in here. I won't bother making them a whole new folder yet. I'll keep them with food. But someday, I think they're going to need their own. There's more jewelry. Bottles. Oh, look at this one. This one is, I don't know what this is. Bergamotto. Italicus. Rosolio di Bergamotto. I don't know what that is, but oh, it's a beautiful bottle. Love, love, love that bottle. The Tanqueray gin, which, ugh, boy, that is one thing I can't tolerate. I do not like gin. But the bottles are beautiful. Got some more words. This I thought was funny. Look, it was out of National Geographic, and I think it was with some jellyfish. Scary, squishy, brainless, beautiful. But I'm going to put this on a page with some kind of supermodel or something. Because I just have to. It's funny. Some backgrounds. Okay, let me get... This is definitely art. I've got food in my lap. This is food. Mother's Choice Flummery. I don't know what flummery is, but here's a box of it. Gum, that's a food. And here's another soda. Allspice is a food, but that's really for the tin, I think. Which one should I put it with? Where do I put the tins? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put this with food. This is clearly food. And okay, this one, I put this with my bottles because that category is actually bottles and glass. Because I cut out glasses too. So see, this will go in with, oop, not birds. That one will go in with bottles and glass. See, and here's my other bottles and glasses. There's some perfume, there's some cologne, there's just some bottles, and here's another glass with a sphere-shaped ice cube, which this makes me doubly happy. So there's that. And then all my new bottles. And, oh, candy, that's a food. And that's honey is a food, but these are really food containers. It's more about the container, but still, I don't know what that is, but it looks like toothpaste. Pasta dentifrica. That feels like toothpaste to me. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I'm going to pretend that it is. Objects. I think that's what I put the tins in. I have modern and I have vintage. So let's see. Even though this is like a bottle of liquid paper, I'm not putting it in with bottles because my bottles are mostly glass. This is not really, to me, this is not a bottle. This is an object. So I'm going to put it here with this, and this is my vintage objects. So I think these are going to be good. Toothpaste, tins, tins, tins. Uh-oh, a can. Red Bull, that's food. That looks like, that's toothpaste. So yeah, I'm going to put that in here. And this one, and with my other cans and the food. This is an object, but it's not vintage, it's modern. So I have a folder that says modern objects. Oh, but I've got like a vintage, well now, Bag Balm's not really vintage, is it? maybe. Okay, there's some crossover there. Yeah, I don't care. Put that there. And making good progress. Let's see, animals. Got animals right here. It's not birds and butterflies because those have branched out into their own folder because I have so many of them. And then this one is definitely the art and design, along with that one again. And this is kind of backgroundy. Background, people or children. Have children. It's one of my categories, so I'll put those in there. And then words and phrases. Got it. Okay. Now, oh, children. Oh, those need to be cut out, I think. All right. Kind of bored with this for now. That's my to be filed folder. Got these. This is an advertisement for Yupo, and it's actually on Yupo paper. I'm going to give that one away. That'll go to one of my Big Bertha commissions. These came out of Flow, and I super duper love these. This was probably not Flow, this was uppercase. But these, yeah, these look like Flow. Oh man, those are fabulous. They just need to go in a something and be its own background. Maybe I'll put it in one of these. I've got my Scout Guide. Haven't worked in my Scout Guide in a while. Wonder if there's something else in here that needs to be done. Sure, there is. Just don't know if I'm inspired to do it today. Apparently I'm not. That's alright. Because I've got these two. This one, I think this is the one I want. Yeah, this is the one that has like the magazine stuff, which is really fun for me. Need to do something with this one. Maybe I can use one of those ones that I didn't file away. Let's see. See if we can build a page out of what we got. It's a pretty background. This is like finished art. And, oh, that's words. She needs to be, or shouldn't need to be. I just really feel like I want to kind of reverse collage her and her. There's just so much that could be added on there. I'm not sure I want to do that right now though. That's a cool background. There's Sophia Loren. Some more Flow pages, which I really could build off of, but I don't know. I don't know what I want. I think I want her. I don't want her in there. I want her in that other one. I have this other, where is it? Where is it? Yep, this one. This is a big A4 size. And I think this is where I want her because it's got more collagey painty. It's not quite so glue booky. And then I could paint, ooh yeah, see I could paint a background around her. Alright, this is what I want. I want her in here. A decision has been made. I have this that I kind of started on. Haven't gone anywhere with it. It's okay. Let's find a good spot to put her. I see blank pages right here. I'm going to put her right here. And I think I'll paint a little. I didn't really expect to paint today. It just happened. Thought I just wanted to glue. I didn't know I wanted to paint too. And I have this bucket of paints right here that I think I'll use. And some green. Okay, it's a good start. Let's see. I don't really have a good lime green. Well, maybe I have it and it's just not out here. I'm gonna go look for a more opaque lime green. Okay, I didn't really find a lime. I found this citrus green, which I think is more opaque than what I was using. Oh yeah, it's a little dull. That's alright. I wonder what will happen if I add some, this is really kind of like airbrush paint or liquid acrylic. Oh, a little stopper got stuck. This stuff is old. Let's just see what happens. Like that. That's not too bad. There's just barely any left in it. Okay. Now maybe some of this is another neon, just a different formula. Oh, that's more the color I was looking for. It's just not very opaque either. Good enough. You know what? I've got a green that looks kind of like that. Where is it? Alright, this is just Christmas green. Put that there. Card. And I found this green. This is just a use every green you've got in your stash and still not achieve the color that you're hoping for, but you know what? That's alright. It's close. It's close enough. And then over here is just bluish, like maybe this one. And tiny bit of darker blue right there. Okay, I let that dry a little bit, so now I'm going to glue my page down. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with some of these same colors and a sponge to kind of, you know, blend. What I intended to do when I started. It just sort of worked out that way. And I'm glad, because I like it. There we go. I'll just pretend that it's all one page. This is kind of fun. I like doing things like this, taking a magazine and, you know, either reverse collage it or do something like this that makes it feel like it's part of, you know, part of your background. Or whatever. It's just fun. Okay. And there's some little dots down here. This was super fun. I went through my words and I found, I don't know what that is, maybe a brand or I don't know what that means. But look, game changer, it fit. You know, it's easy, it fit. That is empty. Why is it there? Okay. Now, look, I did a page. I'll put a picture at the end so you can see it. I am just much calmer now. See, this was good. I still have all my stuff to do, but now I am calm enough that when I shut the camera off, I feel like I can go in there and tackle some of my to-do list without it just completely overwhelming and freaking me out. So, moral of this long drawn out story is take the time to art a little for yourself now and then. You know, whatever it is that you like to do, paint, glue, organize your stuff, look through magazines and, you know, cut out images, whatever. Oh, it just can make all the difference in the world. So don't forget to take care of yourself. Okay. That's all. The end.